morning, students. In previous class, the chapter microbes in human welfare, we were discussing regarding what microbes as a biocontrol agents. Microbes as a biocontrol agents. And now the similar thing I am going to continue. What the point I discussed in previous microbes as a biocontrol agent. Why we are going to go for the biocontrol agents? In the sense that time I told you, in a recent days in agriculture, the farmers are using the chemicals in the form of herbicides, pesticides, insecticides to increase their what productivity, and that is to cause what the pollution, environmental pollution. Okay, so that we used to switch on to the biocontrol agents. Biocontrol agents in the sense what? The biological agents which can control the plant diseases and pests in such a way that in today's class we used to study the microbes as biofertilizers, in the sense how the what we are going to call it, farmers are use the chemicals in the form of insecticides, herbicides and pesticides to control the pests and other diseases, and that cause the pollution. For preventing that environmental pollution, we switch on to the biocontrol agents. Like that only, here with our present day lifestyle, environmental pollution is the major cause of concern. The use of chemical fertilizers, to meet ever increasing the demand of agricultural product as distributed significantly this pollution. In the sense, we used to use what chemical fertilizers to increase the demand of productivity, and that leads to significant environmental pollution. And we have to now realize that this problem can be solved by using what? Biofertilizers. In the sense, instead of using what we are going to call that as a chemical fertilizers, we used to use the biofertilizers. In the sense, if you are going to use the biofertilizers, you used to switch on to the organic farming. Organic farming in the sense, we used to get what? The different crops, or we used to get the productivity from the agriculture without using any chemicals. We used to use all biofertilizers. Okay, or means bio-friendly organisms, and that can help us to increase the productivity, and that can help us to reduce the diseases, okay, pest control, etc. Okay, such kind of agriculture we are going to call it as a organic farming. Here in organic farming, we used to use the biofertilizers. And now, what are these biofertilizers? Biofertilizers are organisms which enrich. Enrich in the sense they are going to increase the nutrient quality of the soil. There are some organisms which are going to increase the nutrient quality of soil. If the nutrient quality of soil is going to increase, automatically the productivity of a crop plant, it is going to increase. So there are some organisms which enrich the nutrient quality of the soil are called as biofertilizers. And we used to use the biofertilizers to switch on to the organic farming. This is about what the definition of biofertilizers. Biofertilizers are nothing but are the organisms which enrich the nutrient quality of the soil. And what are these biofertilizers? These are bacteria, biofertilizers are the fungi, biofertilizers are the cyanobacteria, etc. Understood? Now, we used to study one by one examples which are helpful for, which are used as biofertilizers. Now, first thing, you all seen on a leguminous plant root. Leguminous andre ಏನು? Here I written the leguminous. Leguminous plants ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ usually the plants seeds are in the bag. For example, pea plants ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು. pea ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವಟಾಣಿ ಸುಲಿದಿಲ್ಲ, ವಟಾಣಿ ಬೀಜ ಹತ್ರ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಒಂದು ಎರಡು ಎಲ್ಲಿನ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. Or else you used to go for groundnut also. ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, I think you all have seen in some roots you are going to get such structures, nodule-like structures. These we are going to call them as a nodules. Nodules ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. And what are these nodules ಅಂತಂದಾಗ nodules on a root of the nodules on a root of the leguminous plant forms symbiotic association with the rhizobium. Symbiotic association with the rhizobium. Rhizobium is a what we are going to call that as a bacterium which is going to fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the organic form. Which is fix the atmospheric nitrogen in a organic form. In the sense, these are what we are going to call that as a rhizomes. Those are going to form nodules, and those are going to fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the organic forms. Whatever the nitrogen is there in atmosphere, atmosphere na ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ fix ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ in the form of nodules ನಲ್ಲಿ, in the form of nodules ಆಗ organic forms ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ food ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ fix ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, and that organic form is used by the plant, and then the plants are going to use that what I told you, rhizobium. Okay. Symbiotic association with the rhizobium, that is going to fix the what we are going to call as the atmospheric nitrogen into the organic forms, then that is used by the plants. Okay, so here what I told you, the nodules on the roots of a leguminous plants forms by the symbiotic association of rhizobium, and these bacteria, the rhizobiums are the bacteria which are going to fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the organic forms, and that organic forms it is used as a food by the plants. This is the first example, that is the rhizobium. Second one, there are some bacteria which are free living in a soil. Examples: azospirillum and azobacter. Azospirillum and azobacter, these are the two bacteria which are found freely in a soil, and those are going to enriching the nutrient quality of soil. These are also helpful for increasing or enriching the nutrient quality of a soil. So one, rhizobium is association with the plants in the form of nodules, and these azospirillum and azobacter, these are the free living bacteria which are found in a soil, and that are going to enrich in the soil nutrient. So we are going to use this to increase the productivity of a crops, instead of using what we are going to call it as a chemical fertilizers. Understood? Next one is example, the fungi. Fungi also associated with the symbiotic association with the mycorrhiza. This mycorrhiza is the plant Glomus. Glomus is a genus from the mycorrhiza. Here what is going to happen? The fungi is associated with the mycorrhiza, and these fungi are going to fix phosphorus from the atmosphere. What these are going to go for? These are going to associate or absorb the phosphorus from the soil. These are going to absorb the phosphorus from soil and pass it to the plants. When these are going to absorb phosphorus and pass it to the plant, that time what is going to happen? These plants, by using that phosphorus, they are going to resist the root-borne pathogens. Resist means they having the capacity to resistance in the sense root-borne pathogens. Root-borne pathogens ಏನಿರ್ತಾವೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ they are going to create the resistance to the root-borne pathogens, tolerance to the salinity and droughts. tolerance in the sense like salinity and what we are going to call it as a drop. DROUGHT drop. In the sense salinity ಅಂತಂದಾಗ salt content soil ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಆಗಬಹುದು ಹಾಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ the plants are withstanding with that salinity, and sometimes there are what water scarcity, that is what we are going to call it as a drop. In such condition also the plants are withstand with that drop condition or a salinity condition, or they are going to resist to the root borne pathogens. When they are going to do all these things, when they are, it is possible when the fungi symbiotic association with the mycorrhiza, they are going to absorb the phosphorus from the soil and pass it into the plant. Understood? When the plants are get the phosphorus, okay, that is come from or that is passed by the fungus, absorbed by the what soil. That time they are going to create some qualities, or they are going to get some qualities. What are those qualities in the sense? They are going to create the resistance to the root borne pathogens. They are having the ability or tolerance to the salinity and drop, etc. Right? This is about what fungi. This is the example. Next, there are some cyanobacteria. Those are the autotrophic microbes which are aquatic and terrestrial. We are going to get the cyanobacteria in water and terrestrial form. And what they used to do in the sense, the cyanobacteria also fix the atmospheric nitrogen. And what are those examples for the cyanobacteria? Anabena, Gnostic and Oscillatoria. Anabena, okay. Anabena, Nostoc and Oscillatoria. Here, Anabena, Nostoc, Oscillatoria, etc. These are the examples of cyanobacteria. These cyanobacteria are the autotrophic microbes which are present in aquatic and terrestrial forms. Now, these cyanobacteria are going to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. And in paddy fields in the sense, wheat field irbodu athwa rice field irbodu, there these cyanobacteria plays an important role of biofertilizers. Ali these cyanobacteria plays a very important role as a biofertilizers. So you can use these cyanobacteria for increasing the productivity of paddy fields. And last example is blue-green algae. Blue-green algae also add the organic matter to the soil. And increase the fertility. In such a way that there are some organisms which are helpful for enriching the nutrient quality of the soil. Those are called as biofertilizers. And here we are discussed about what nodules in the sense rhizobium. It is helpful for the fixing the atmospheric nitrogen in the form of organic forms. Azospirillum and Azobacter. These are very important. These two names are the free bacteria which are present in a soil, and those are going to enrich the nutrient quality of the soil. Next, fungi are also associated with the mycorrhiza. That mycorrhiza, the common genus Glomus. Here, these are going to absorb the phosphorus from the soil and pass it to the plants. That can help to the plant to increase the resistance to the root borne pathogens, increase the tolerance capacity to the salinity and drop, etc. Next, there are some cyanobacteria which are the autotrophic microbes, and they are found in water, also in terrestrial form. And these are going to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. And examples for the cyanobacteria are Anabena, Nostoc and Oscillatoria. And these plays a very important role as a biofertilizers in a paddy fields. And next thing I told you, blue-green algae, that is the organic means. These are also, here I used to write, add the organic matter to the soil and increase the fertility of a soil in such a way that there are some organisms which can increase the fertility or increase the nutrient quality of a soil. Okay, and when we are going to use these biofertilizers, we are going to reduce the dependence of chemical fertilizers, and automatically we used to get rid of what? Environmental pollution. Right? This is about what the today's class regarding the microbes as a biofertilizers. And currently in our country, a number of biofertilizers are available commercially in the market, and the farmers are use these regularly in their fields to what? Replenish soil nutrient and reduce the dependence of chemical fertilizers. Whatever I told you the sentence, that sentence only they are written in a last point as what microbes as a biofertilizers. Okay, this is about the today's class, microbes as a biofertilizers. Microbes as a biofertilizers. You used to remember here what these names of bacteria which are going to fix the nitrogen. One mass question they used to ask, and these two are the free living bacteria in a soil. Azosporium and Azobacterium, these are the free living bacteria in the soil, and they are going to increase the what? Soil nutrient quality. And here this is very important. What is that? Mycorrhiza, that is a plant glomus. Here fungi, they are going to absorb the phosphorus. And what is the function of this fungi, or how it is going to helpful for the plant? Now, apart from this, I use the word symbiotic association. Symbiotic association. What is the symbiotic association in the sense? This bacteria and also plant, they are symbiotic association in the sense both are getting benefited. Both are getting benefited. Now, how the plants are what reward to these bacteria or fungi? They are going to provide a food. They are going to provide a food and also the shelter for them where they used to stay. A food provide all that they used to grow on those plants. Those rhizobium irbodu ಅಥವಾ fungi irbodu avu ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾವ plant ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಬದುಕ್ತಿರ್ತಾವ plant ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಅವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾವ ಅಂದಾಗ food, whatever the food is prepared by the plant, that is it is to give to the rhizobium or this fungi. Understood? In the sense, the plants are going to provide the food and what's like shelter for their growth and development of these bacteria and fungi, and in return reward, what they should give, these bacteria are going to fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the form of organic forms, and they are going to provide to the plant. And here the fungi, they are going to absorb the phosphorus from the soil and provide to the plant in such a way that both are getting benefited. Both are getting benefited to their survival, okay, or to continue their life. That is what we are going to call as a symbiotic association. Okay, this is regarding the today's class. In today's class, we will discuss regarding microbes as a biofertilizers. You are going to remember the definition of biofertilizers, then the names of bacteria. Okay, after that, cyanobacteria, examples: Anabaena, Nosto, Oscillatoria, etc. Then these are used in a paddy field. Cyanobacteria are the important biofertilizers in a paddy fields. That is also very important. Blue-green algae add the organic matter to the soil to increase the what? The fertility of soil. So this is about what today's class regarding microbes as a biofertilizers, and this completes your chapter what? Microbes in a human welfare. So I will once again narrate briefly regarding the microbes in human welfare. In microbes in human welfare, still so far we have studied microbes in household product. Microbes in household product. Microbes in household product, we have discussed the lactic acid bacteria. Lactic acid bacteria we have discussed. After that, we have discussed about the Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, Propionobacterium, Charmeni, etc. The different bacteria we have discussed in a microbes in household product. Microbes in industrial product, we have discussed about the fermenters, beverages, distilled beverages, non-distilled beverages, and here we have studied the beaver's yeast. Beaver's yeast, it is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Then we have discussed about the antibiotics. It is also antibiotics also come under the microbes in industrial product. There we have discussed about the penicillin. Okay. Next we have discussed microbes in formation of chemicals, enzymes and other bioactive molecules. There we have discussed about some organic acids like what? Citric acid production, acetic acid production and lactic acid production by using the microbes, etc. Then we have studied regarding the microbes in a sewage treatment, microbes in the production of biogas, then microbes as a biocontrol agent, and last point, microbes as a biofertilizers. This is about what the chapter microbes in human welfare, and this chapter is important as a point of your examination, and also a few questions I am going to ask you for the competitive examination for the competitive exam like NEET and CET. Okay, I am going to stop here, and here the microbes in human welfare chapter is to complete. Means I completed the chapter microbes in human welfare. If you have any doubts regarding this chapter microbes in human welfare, we will discuss that in a online class. Thank you.